will be a brand new event with tons of land to take over. There's a ton of team coordination and strategic gameplay. And we're also enabling Mega Coins. Wait, and we're also enabling Mega Coins. So Mega Coins. I wanna have a conversation with you guys that it's really been annoying me. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those rant videos, alright? But please understand what I'm trying to talk about here with you guys. Here's the deal with Mega Coins. We got word of a new event called Kingdom Wars, which I'm going to do a video on as soon as we get all the information for it. But they started out, it sounded great. They were like, it's going to be a strategic event. We're going to have it. Honestly, it sounded cool. It really did. It sounded like a lot of fun. Sounds strategic until they mentioned one thing: Mega Coins. PG Jared said, because I immediately started going off, I was like, this ruins the competitive aspect. And PG Jared's like, no, don't worry about it. Trust me, you'll see. Here's the deal. Even if the bonus meter is back in, which apparently there's going to be a version of it, that affects points. The strategy is what's affected. Here's the deal. Mega Coins give 30 times the amount of points that a normal attack gives. So that means that a free-to-play player can do 30 attacks, which can take up to an hour or more of time, that a person can spend 3 minutes doing and get the exact same amount. That is the reason why it completely makes the game pointless. There's no strategy in most of these major events. I'm not talking about in just Kingdom Wars, I'm saying in general. I'm gonna leave Kingdom Wars out of it, but I'm saying right now, Mega Attacks better be leaving this game ASAP. It ruins the strategy of the game. It ruins the fun of PvP events. That's it. Anybody who plays this game can see that. I don't understand what PG is thinking. I don't care if you bring back the bonus meter. I'm just saying that's a way too much of an advantage that you're giving pay-to-play players. I agree that people who spend money should have an advantage, but I'm saying it should not affect the balance of strategy and spending a bunch of money to win as this does. It's way too much. It's way out of proportion. And it has to change. PvP events are simply a grind for me. I never buy Mega Coins, ever. So, for me personally, I don't see a point in spending during them. I don't see a point of grinding up a ton because, one, the prizes that I can get for it reasonably are not worth my time, or the consumables that I can get, because these prizes are based upon the idea of you either grinding everything you got for 5 days straight to get even decent rewards, or you be like No Mercy Harv and do this. If you're ever wondering how we get so many points so quickly, this is what he does. He goes into attack with the Mega Attack, he uses Mega Attack, he goes in, he swaps out at 0%. You automatically get 50% points if you get 0%. And he just rapid fires them. I've been in Diamond 1 for, what, pretty decent, I mean, not compared to other people, but a decent amount of time. I've seen it. I've seen Dread not complaining about it, actually, quite a lot. But all he does is he goes into attack and swaps at 0%. Guess what? He has an unlimited wallet. And that's what I'm talking about. Because in lower leagues, not Diamond, one Mega Attack can basically reverse all the strategy that your team has put into, let's say, a round and capture the flag. All that strategy you put in is pointless because in the last 15 minutes, somebody uses Mega Coin, it undoes all of your work. It ruins the fun of PvP events. It makes it so much of a grind. And it seems like every single event is just like this every single time now. And it gets so frustrating because sure, I spend some money myself, but I talk to people who are free to play all the time. A lot of people aren't vocal on the forums, but they are vocal to me in private messages and emails. And I will tell you, a lot of people are quite annoyed. I know so many people have left the game since the bonus meter left. All I'm saying, PG, is you gotta remove it for the balance of the game. And can I ask, alright, what is a gameplay faction doing? This is, I mean, I'm not saying about the people, I'm saying, what's the point of it? Can I ask you guys a question? What have you seen change since the gameplay faction started? Is there any change to breeding guides? Nope. Is there any change to the balance between spenders and free-to-play? Nope. Is there any balance between, has the balance between strategy and spending money, changed at all? No, actually, I would argue that's gotten worse. This is the thing. And it's not just me saying it, but it seems like PG is using this as a way to get some players who are normally vocal to stop being as negative. Except for me, of course, because I'm not in it. Got him good, folks. But no, it seriously seems like that. I've noticed, not just me, but some other people I've talked to who are in Diamond and other places, have also noticed that a lot of these players on the forums who are now in the gameplay faction have stopped being as negative. And I'm just curious, because is that the purpose of it? Is it just a ploy to say, for PG to say, okay, well, we're working with them, who, by the way, we're not going to tell you who's in it, and we're not going to tell you what we're working on, even though they're representing the entire community, but just trust us, we're working on it. Yeah, right. And what's changing? Nothing. It's such a joke. Not the gameplay faction, not the creators faction. I'm not saying this about anybody except PG. I'm saying the way that this is being handled it's quite stupid, really. I mean, these team quests, anybody who's played this game for any length of time knows that those prizes, for the amount of work that we have to put in to get them, is completely out of proportion. Okay, I'm gonna spend an hour of my day to get 150 egg tokens. Yeah, guess what? That's I need about 600,000 times that to get one dragon. The team chests, even the 10 out of 10 is garbage for the amount of work that your team has to put in as a contributed effort. It's all about, they have great ideas, I think. It's the execution. What's the deal? It's got to change. It's got to change soon. The game will never become as popular as other games if this stuff doesn't change. Because I'm not recommending it to any of my friends. IRL, of course. And I know many people who aren't either. The referral feature is just for people who have a bunch of alts. That's honestly it. I know very few people who actually refer people through that and that continue playing. Saying that, we can't code. This is one of their excuses when Mega Coins were first introduced and the bonus meter was taken out. Oh, well, we couldn't fix a code to where it would allow both of them at the same time. What in the world are you talking about? Didn't you go to college to get a degree in coding? Isn't that the point of going to college? So you learn this stuff. You cannot tell me it is impossible to get both Mega Coin and bonus meter to work in the same event. You can't tell me that. I just think it's an excuse. And it's quite frustrating. Because it's like, okay, you're saying it's impossible, and then they leave it. The entire community, no one ever complained about the bonus meter, and they said that people were. Are you freaking kidding me? The only time people complained about the bonus meter was that it wasn't there after it was gone. That's the only time people ever complained about anything even closely related to the bonus meter. Only time. Bring back Mega Coins, or else the strategic of this new event and these new major events that are coming out are going to be ruined. I guarantee it. I don't care if you include the bonus meter back. It's the Mega Coins. It's too much of an advantage way too quickly. You can have it, 10 times. I'm okay with that. I think that's still a lot, but it's better than having triple that. To where it's 30 times the amount of points as one. It's way too much. It's not fair, period. And I'm saying that as a person from a team who has a bunch of spenders on it. Or been on a team, sorry, not anymore, but yeah. It's quite ridiculous at this point. It's like, come on. people are just not. It's not like people aren't vocal. I've seen so many people complain about this stuff, and yet nothing is changing. And I honestly think the gameplay faction is just a ploy to say, hey, you know what, it's like a smokescreen, you know? Oh yeah, we're working on it, but we're not going to show you who's in it or what we're doing. So just trust us. Yeah, there's no trust. We can't trust PG. We've been shown that. So at this point, I'm like, all right, whatever. Whatever. What can you do? Give up? Yeah, right. Change it? Yeah, right. It's like a middle ground. You can't do anything. I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers. If you ask most people about me in-game, a lot of people know who I am, at least name-wise. I get a ton. I'm going to say that I have the most contact with the most variety of people out of anyone in this game. I would argue that. Because I log into at least 3 of my alts every single day to talk in LCs all throughout the game, from Sapphire all the way down to, I think I don't think I've ever gone to Bronze, but I've been to Silver LCs recently, but mostly Gold through Platinum and Sapphire. Every single day. I spend probably 30 minutes in every single LC. I have the most communication with people like that. And I say people like that not to say like you're lower than, we're lower than the Diamond players. But no, I mean like people throughout the game, throughout the entire spectrum of players. I would argue that I have that. And I think if PG would listen, I could offer some feedback from all levels of the game, not just Diamond, because having everybody from Diamond in the gameplay faction is a stupid idea. I don't get the point of that. I really don't. A lot of Diamond players don't know what they're doing in the game. They just rely on money, which doesn't help PG, in my opinion, better their game for everyone. The top Diamond players are not even 1% of the game. It's less than that. It's like 0.25% of the game. So, okay, what's the point of having them dictate what happens to the entire game? Doesn't make sense on any level at all. So yeah, and anyway, positive, hashtag positive Odin. Odin's so positive, yes, 16, yeah boy. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still watching this, put down in the comments, hashtag still watching, and I will heart your comment, alright? First person to do it, I will, pin that comment, and shout you guys out in the next video, because honestly, that's a pretty big thing for you guys to do, because it's quite long, and probably boring, but it's okay, guys, it's okay. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.